Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and I'm standing outside a Triplex that has recently been vacated by the tenants, and now it is mostly gutted, and we can show you what it looks like and talk about our plans for this property and what we're going to do on it. We'll also show you some interesting things we found and a few problems too, but it's kind of a cool property. I think it used to be a commercial property 100 years ago, and we'll show you some of that inside as well, where we found some signs of that. You can see there's kind of a mix of houses and commercial properties. This is a very small town. It's actually Platteville, Colorado. And some people complained it was in a bad area because there's silos and a highway. Well, pretty much all the town is next to the silos and highway. So that's what you get. And we actually flipped that house, 6 or 7 years ago. And then you might remember, that's one that was actually a HUD home after we flipped it. One of the few properties we've ever seen go into foreclosure after we flipped it. And the person, boy, I think they made like one payment or something, just kind of crazy. And then this vehicle has been here for a very, very long time, as it has not moved since the snow's been here, and the snow's been here a while. So don't know if that's a neighbor or just abandoned, who knows. There have been some issues with the neighbors. The tenants who were here before said the neighbors would use their laundry machine, use their trash, wouldn't stop doing it. And so we did lock the laundry room and give them keys. That helped that, but the trash issue is something we can fix by not having a dumpster here anymore. All right, so we'll peek in this unit here first. As always, we love the likes, love the comments, love the shares. Keep those coming. And this is the unit where we found some kind of cool stuff in too. I talked about it in my first video here, where you could see the stuff the tenants left and what it looked like with kitchens and things. We offered all the tenants $500 back to move out, take all their stuff. None of the tenants took all their stuff, but we still, I think, are going to give them some money back. We're waiting to see if a vehicle would be taken too, which we'll show you here. But they tried, they got out very quickly, so I think we're still going to give them some money back. Just have to figure that out, because they wanted their deposits back as well. And we don't have leases, we don't know. There's nothing written down, but I think we'll give them part of their deposits back, because there's still quite a bit of stuff, so we want to give them something for getting out so quick, but probably not all of it, because they did leave a lot of furniture, a lot of stuff. So in this one, I don't think we're going to do too much different. It's got this living room area. They've all got their own furnaces, although we've figured out 2 of them need replaced. And then that's where your kitchen would go, right there. Another little bedroom right here. And I think we were going to take the wood paneling off, but it's not off here yet. And then some of the cool stuff we found, I've got a better view of it, I'll try and splice in here, is, as always, when there's ceiling tiles, I like to take those off. And you can see it has got quite the ceiling up there. From, like I said, we're 90% sure it used to be some kind of commercial property based on how it's built and looks. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that certainly looks like the old entrance right there. I didn't realize that before. It's got kind of the angle, if you can see that, how a lot of commercial places have the angled indent for your entrance. And then the doorway, I bet you that's what it was. So instead of having that flat, look like it has right now, it had an angled entrance. Probably looked a lot cooler back in the day. So that is what that is. And then, yeah, the cool ceiling. So I've posted that on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and stuff, and be like, oh, you need to take this drop ceiling down and restore the old ceiling. That'd be so cool. And sure, it would be cool, but it would also cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, because you can see the heat is run up there, the wiring is run up there, which is fairly new, which is nice. So yeah, and you can see it's not in the most amazing shape in some spots. So no, we're not going to try and restore that ceiling. It's just something that's cool there for now. And so you can see it was brick, original brick construction. So it probably had a brick facade at one point, maybe 2. But again, that's not something we're going to go crazy on. It would be interesting if we would have taken the wood paneling off to see kind of what's behind there. But like I said, we're not getting too crazy. And we thought about lots of different ways to rework the floor plans and maybe even add another unit, which was a suggestion from YouTube, so thank you for those. But one issue you can see here your crawl space is about 8 inches deep. So you'd have to tear up all the floor to rework the plumbing, all of that. The dividing wall in the middle here is brick or concrete, one of the two. So that would be really tough if you want to put new doors or anything into that. And just the space, the units are pretty tight as they are. And I don't know if we can reconfigure it in a great way. So I think most of it's just gonna have to stay how it is now. And we'll just clean, obviously make things much cleaner, much nicer, much safer, and go that route. So here's one unit. We'll take a look at the other ones in the laundry room too. The sidewalk needs some work as well. We might have to re-pour. I don't know if we'll have to re-pour all of that or just some of it. Oh, it's got an old water spigot. I wonder. Oh, I know what that comes from. Water heaters, which are actually new enough to possibly be okay. There's that pipe right there that was disconnected. I bet that goes to the water spigot. There you go. So here's the laundry room without quite as much lint in it. I think I showed that before. Just crazy amounts of lint were built up here. They had the dryer vents right here just blowing right into this room. Super safe to have lint covered in your electrical outlets as well, I think. Don't really need that plugged in. I'll probably unplug that here before I go. And then I haven't actually been down here since they cleaned it out. This was the weird murder room, of course. I always like to almost sit down when I walk down here so my face isn't in cobwebs. Oh, they didn't come down here. Well, we need to tell them they need to come down here and clean up the weird stuff. There's lots of weird stuff down here. Huh. So, there you go. And that all the window has been covered up. Boy. Do I dare peek behind here? Oh. That's crazy. So they actually built out a wall. That's not concrete. That's old rotten wood. Jeez. And then, yeah, you can see there's a decent crack there. But yeah, they definitely need to come down here and clean some stuff up. But you can see, I talked about this before. The pipes, the drain lines, all of that's pretty good. I just stuck my head in cobwebs. All right, so that's the laundry room, which looks to be the same. We need to clean it up. So that window well, I'm just trying to think. You go downstairs here, is right there maybe. So it's just covered with dirt. That's good. That's something we probably want to fix too. All right. Can't use that door. We'll show you why. And this is the kind of second unit. And I think those are our guys who are working here, their chair. So some of their stuff. And this one's pretty nasty too. And then this floor is crazy. Here's that door I just showed you. Their fridge was right here in front of that door. I mean, it's kind of a cool old door, but obviously, ooh, that's mold. That's good. I don't think we want to keep that door. It kind of takes away from the whole having a kitchen idea. But look at this. That's just rot. Just, yep. Right below the sink. So obviously there were some issues there for the last 100 years or so. So we'll tear up all this linoleum and tear up all that rotten wood and make sure that is okay. Boy, they've got their floor joist into the concrete foundation there. All right, so that's an issue. Sorry, avert your eyes if you don't want to see the cockroach leftovers. We rarely see cockroaches alive. We've had them in a couple of properties, But considering how many properties we've done, we don't see them that often alive. But when you tear down cabinets and different stuff in these old houses, you definitely see remnants of them in past infestations. So we've never seen any live ones here, never had any complaints from the tenants. But obviously, at some point, there were cockroaches here. And this is one too, I don't know if I gave the whole story. We just bought this a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago. Had tenants in here for a while, and then they had kept asking for stuff to be done. We did some stuff, but obviously they want new flooring, new, all kinds of new kitchens. And we just said, hey, it's best if you move out, then we can come do a full rehab and go that route instead of trying to do this stuff while you're here. That's kind of a cool light. But you can see, at least part of it had hardwood, but again, in a property like this, just a rental, and with all this carpet pad, oh, it's just dirt. Does not make sense to refinish this hardwood. So for flooring, usually do carpet in the bedrooms, maybe some kind of LVT in the living areas. And this is a weird one too, because there's your window. We can't have a window in this room because it's covered up by the other unit. So I think we'll close off this area right here, put a door right there. This will be the new bedroom with a gigantic closet. And we'll have to talk to our plumber. But we almost think we have to leave this bathroom how it is. I don't know if we can move this toilet to put a door there. That might be kind of weird. I don't know. And this is like the nicest part of the place. It's kind of feel bad having to destroy the nicest room in the entire place. But the other option, so it's like either you walk through a bedroom to get to the bathroom, which is not good, or you maybe could be able to walk through the kitchen right there to get to the bathroom, which is also kind of awkward, but probably slightly better than walking through a bedroom. So that's something we need to figure out. Just don't know how hard, because there's no crawl space there. You're gonna have to tear up all of that floor. You'll be tearing up this floor already, but I don't know if that is, well, maybe it's just plaster, but that felt really solid. I don't even know if that's concrete or if that's, God, looks like concrete. That's a concrete wall. That makes it even trickier to put a door in right there. So we'll have to think about all of these things. All right, on to the next one. Okay. Oh, one thing too. Look how nice it looks back here. Oh, nicer. The one tenant I said you could have your deposit back once your vehicle is moved, because she said her dad's vehicle is here. They're gonna fix it. And when they said they're out, I came back over. This vehicle was still here. They said they'd get it out that day. They didn't. Came back a couple days later. It was still here. And they said, oh, don't worry, we'll get it out. I'm like, okay, once you get it out, then we can get your deposit back. And they did get it out. It's gone, as you can see, but they haven't been bugging me for their deposit, which I think is weird, but I'll call them and let them know, hey, now we can get you your deposit back since you moved the vehicle. I think our guys probably got rid of most of the other stuff because there was just junk all over back here. It looks so much nicer. And I can see there's that one window in the room we want to turn into a bedroom. It was kind of like the dining room now, and you can see that back room. There's no way to put a window in it. And that's just cardboard. It's a good way. And then, yeah, our guys didn't take the carpet out yet. I'm sure they'll get to that here soon. Yeah, it's just paper and cardboard for that window. So this one again, I was like, how can we reconfigure it? Because it's kind of like another bedroom, walking through to another bedroom situation. I just don't know how to configure it better without, just I don't know. I just don't know how to do it. I've been thinking and thinking and thinking. So again, this bathroom is decent, not amazing, but decent. You can see this is a brick wall right here. So I don't know if that was the outside wall at one time. It was just a really long, skinny building, and this was an addition. You can see this is cinder block right here. I'm not sure. You can see that's where the cinder block starts. So maybe, this originally was just a kind of a skinny, long commercial building made of brick, And at some point they added on this section I'm standing in, and they added on that section right there on the back because that's cinder block. Who knows? It's always interesting trying to figure out what is done on some of these old properties. But here's obviously where the kitchen was. You can see, again, it's just good to replace stuff after many, many years because of how disgusting it is behind the walls. And like, what is that? Oh, is that like a, that's disgusting. Just piles and piles of mouse droppings. Guess we figured out where they were living. Like I said, it's good to take stuff out once in a while. So here's one bedroom, or it was used as a bedroom. And then here's the other one, which you have to walk through and has no window. So we can fix the window situation because while that's cinder block, you can see this used to have more of an opening, probably some kind of storefront. And we can put a window in right next to the door. So it actually has a window, but then you're still walking through one bedroom to get to the other. It has an exterior door, which is nice, but for that bedroom with the exterior door, then you gotta walk through this room to get to the bathroom. So I just don't know how to make the layouts better because of the big walls. The other units aren't exactly huge. It has to have lots of room to work with except for that back one. And all that access to the space is back behind these units where there's really no way to get to it. So I think they kind of have to stay as they are unless someone has some kind of brilliant ideas. And sometimes I post floor plans. Maybe I'll try and post a floor plan on the community page because people like to work with those and do that stuff. And I do too, and I was trying to figure it out. And it was just tricky trying to figure it out without like, I mean, even if you gut the place, right? You're not gutting this giant brick wall. It still leaves you with a lot of issues and problems and how to make it a better layout. So I don't know. I'll post the floor plan, see what people think. But I think our plan is just kind of make it safe, clean it up, get some new kitchens in here, and then it won't be ideal units. They'll be way nicer. Oh yeah, new windows, of course. Be way nicer than they were before. And obviously they rented before. It'd just be, maybe getting slightly less rent because of the awkward layouts. So we'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching. Love the likes, love the comments, love the supports. Keep those coming, the support, sorry. And we'll be back here with more videos on this property or other properties, all the cool stuff we've got going on here soon.